My eyes are actually watering a little bit.
Are they really?
Yeah. I think it's all hitting me.
That we have our own podcast studio?
Yeah.
Girl, it's not hitting me. It's hit me 5,000 times over the past week.
I think okay, Jill and I have attended. Before we start, welcome back to another episode of Gut Talk.
Yeah.
This is a particularly special one because this is our first episode in the new studio.
Well,
officially.
We sat on the floor last time.
We did sit on the floor last time, a completely unfinished studio. And if you would believe that was only a week ago, it has been a whirlwind of the past 5 days trying to get this thing up and running.
Everyone wants to have a podcast until you see the freaking work that goes into this thing.
We'll talk more about that in this episode today. But one, I knew we could get it done, right? But I don't think we realized how much we needed to get done. Thank God for Nada, our best friend, and thank God for Priscilla, who is a podcast producer who has helped us out a ton. If we didn't have Priscilla, we would not have the studio up and running because Jill and I have no idea how to work any electronic, any wire, any roadcaster to the microphones, to the camera setup, anything. So Priscilla did all of that while we were doing everything else setup wise. But that brings me to my point of, I feel like when you run your own business or you do your own thing, and some of you might resonate in specific ways, but we don't take time to just celebrate the small wins. We just keep going. We opened up a fully functioning podcast studio 5 days after 4.5 years of testing out different studios. We've been to 5 or 6 different studios in Austin. We've met so many different people. We've had so many different guests on. And the fact that now we have our own, we have to stop and celebrate, right? Our tendency is to just keep going. And often I feel yes, that's the name of the game, but why not take a moment to celebrate for a second?
I was venting to Madison, our manager, today, and I was just saying that I was I'm just going to be less stressed once we get everything figured out. And she's like, honestly, no. It's always something, right? She was like, take a moment to, are you adjusting the plant?
Sorry, just adjusting this plant because I just feel I can't see you well. By the way, we say it's finished. It's not 100% finished. We've got some decor things we're gonna.
It's usable, which is important.
Yes.
Being the older sister, I'm constantly coaching Jenna and we just have to roll with the freaking punches. You want everything to be perfect. And I'm let everyone come along for the ride. What you see today, you won't see next time. I actually think if you guys are watching this on video, we might tile this wall. We're also still trying to decide if this is our corner to use or not. There's a lot in flux, but outside of Priscilla, we don't have anyone helping us. And I know I'm getting off topic because you said your point is to celebrate it. I will say it's a little hard for me to celebrate because yes, I'm so excited, but now I feel we've just invested in ourselves. I actually feel we're at ground zero again. I don't feel we've reached some achievement. I feel we're actually starting over just on the next level.
Yeah, yesterday when we had our first 2 guests in, it wasn't this level of excitement. It was let's get to work because we have a lot to do. We have a lot to learn. Now we're in a whole different challenge of hosting, in each studio. Last podcast studio we went to, we would just show up and everything was done for us and we would just sit our asses down and they would press play, right? Now we're hosting, we're getting everything set up, we're making sure the mics are good, the SD cards plugged in, everything. And I wouldn't want it any other way. This is what our goal was. And it also comes back to the fact that what I wanted to talk about a little bit is owning your own business. It's messy. It's scrappy. No matter what the hell you're doing. I don't know one business owner that we've met. Even we've starting to have a lot more smaller business owners come on, or honestly, some obviously bigger brands too, but not one person has said it's been a smooth sailing, clean situation. There are so many challenges, and a lot of challenges I don't think you guys see, or I know you guys don't see on social media. Any of your favorite brand owners, business people, influencers who own something, there is a lot of mess that goes into all of these things. You only see the final product.
Yeah.
You don't see everything that goes on behind the scenes. And let me tell you, it's messy.
And it's not, oh, boo-hoo, sorry for us. It's more so just I would be so relieved if I heard more people talking about it because like for instance, I've had 2 calls with a financial guy this morning who's going to come on. He just quoted us what it's going to cost to clean up all of our, like we don't have any financial, I'm getting growled at by Duke.
Isn't it tax day?
Huh?
Is it tax day?
It is.
Happy tax day.
Thank you.
I postponed mine to October.
To October.
Or I mean, like you can just extend it. You have to pay by October.
You won't have to pay in October. You'll be paying very shortly because I'm hiring a fractional CFO and a bookkeeper in the next month.
Yes.
What Jenna doesn't realize is growing up, Kobe Bryant was my idol because is this gonna get picked up? Do we?
Dude,
No, like
are
this
you
is
joking?
this is what I want to this is how I want to live my life, but also YouTube gets such a special treat, Strewy do. I love a grind mode. And now we've always had something to prove, but now we have money behind it. Like we rent a studio. We owe a landlord money every month. Like we have a loan. We took a loan out to buy furniture and buy the right podcast equipment. I am fighting Amazon because they said they delivered our mics and they didn't. We have been through it. We had to soundproof windows. Like there's so much, and it's just like, this is where I get this feeling of like, ooh, like let's freaking go.
Yeah, and something to note, which I'm sure some of you guys have caught on to, is the fact that like Jill is the business mind and I am more the creative. I spent 1 year in corporate America, and I don't think people realize that that is a detriment to me. Not having business experience has put me, I believe, further back in my progress of this business, especially when Jill wasn't as hands-on, because of the fact that I don't have this experience. I don't have financial experience. I don't have accounting experience. And yes, obviously you're supposed to hire out, but Jill is this business mind that's like, okay, let's take what we have right now and let's set it up to perfection so that there are no mistakes. Everything's running smoothly. We're setting up Notion. We're using Claude. We're using AI because that is what all of the people are doing right now to make their business flow properly. And Jill has a business person, or Jill's obsessed with this girl right now. Can I tell them who's coming on? Named Anna Rink. Anna Rink?
I think it's just Rink.
I love that. It's like Jenna Rink from 13 Go Down 30. Anna Rink, who owns Homebody Studio, which is a famous Pilates studio. And she is like a mastermind with Claude AI running her business and making it so smooth. And Homebody is very well known in Austin and California.
She's a former chief of staff and I'm a chief of staff. And we have a lot of in sync thoughts when it comes to just like the way we operate and the way that like we naturally tick. And so, yeah, she has an incredible Substack. I highly encourage you to go look. You're stealing something I was going to talk about later though. So,
well, all is to say is like, we are really focused right now, just to give you guys on inside scoop on GTG. Like we are fully focus on making the podcast the best that it can possibly be. We have a lot of plans. We're getting on amazing guests. We are turning the podcast into a fully functioning business, which I promise you guys, we will always stay true to our ethos and the core of why we started this podcast in the first place. But all that you can expect is for it to continue to get better and better.
I was going to say, we just want it to be bigger and better. We've gotten so many compliments recently from guests and from listeners saying that like, we just bring a different feel to podcasting. We have real conversation. We're curious. It doesn't feel fake or set up. And it's actually the nicest thing anyone could ever say because that's exactly what we want. We believe, I keep laughing because the tree is
ridiculous, but just like keep going.
But we truly believe that we have just a different take, and everything we're talking about right now, I have for noted later in the episode. So just know that all of this will circle back around. And
we don't even need to circle back. We can talk about it.
Okay. Well, it goes into a different section. We have segments today on the pod.
Okay. Well, the last thing I'll say is that I think part of that is because Jill and I are very sick and tired of this influencer feel that there is to social media, and the Alix and Alix drama that's happening right now. This podcast is going to be posted like the day we talk about it. Is so like what is happening with our culture in our society. The Alix and Alix drama is ridiculous.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, bless your soul and just skip 5 minutes forward, because don't deep dive into this.
Don't deep dive. It's so stupid. We have lost the freaking plot. This influencer stuff, people are doing so much for the camera, for publicity. It is ridiculous. People are so out of touch. There are so many other things to discuss in this world and to be privy to. And this drama, it's just like, I feel like some of these girls are so far gone. And I'm not saying they're bad people. I think they are so far gone in this fame of social media that they actually don't even see clearly.
Yeah. Whenever we post anything, I always think, if our post was showed to Dad or Papa Rudy, what would they think? Because those are two men that are truly grounded in like the right side of faith, like whether you believe in God or whatever, like they use the principles of the Bible in a really wonderful way. Like I could cry. I feel like Dad and Papa Rudy are just stand up men. Like they're going to do the
They don't make many of them like that anymore.
They don't make men
and if
like
you guys
that
have one that
anymore.
is made like that, send them our way, please.
You mean age appropriate?
Age appropriate, of course.
But my point is that I just feel like we have really, what was I saying about? If we showed our posts to them, what would they say? Because I think sometimes I like explain internet drama to Dad and he just like blank stares at me like, why should I give a F?
You know what he would say? Say it. 1, 2, 3. Go read a book.
Or if we were little, go read a book and
learn something.
Climb a tree.
Go climb a tree.
That's what I'm going to say to my kids.
But it's so true.
Go read a book and climb a tree.
Alix Cooper, Alix, or like, go read a book. Brianna.
Can we start saying that? Like when
literally
someone is like too.
Oh yeah, can we make that our thing?
Like,
go read a book.
Go read a book and climb a tree.
Exactly. Like, Brianna, Chick of Right, go read a book. You are wrapped up in the wrong effing thing. Go make this world a better place. Like Alix Earle, you are skyrocketing with your skincare and like helping women feel beautiful.
Her brand.
What?
Even if Alix Earle didn't do anything,
all of their brands.
It's tarnishing all of their
Whether
brands.
or not you like Alix Cooper or not, she is done an insane job.
She's elevated,
building a business and elevated, and she's close to a billionaire, or maybe she is. I don't know. Or like, do I have any concept of money? Someone said she's a billionaire the other day, and I was like,
no, girlie, your taxes got pushed to October, you know.
Yeah, actually, I like know nothing. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, you are tarnishing your brand. You look like a buffoon. Seriously.
Your favorite insult.
My favorite insult is like, you look like a buffoon. Get a freaking grip.
Hear me out. I love tea. I am Bravo TV girly 101. But what I think is happening is, can you make yourself famous without negativity? I notice a lot of smaller creators, they get tea by oversharing tea on someone, drama. And what I have to say about that is, in a world of Alix v. Alix, be Hannah Berner and Paige DeSorbo.
Unproblematic.
They're unproblematic.
But weren't they problematic on the show?
No.
Okay.
Bravo edited Hannah terribly.
Really?
I'm not even the most massive Hannah fan, but no, she did not do anything wrong. But you know what she did? She zipped her lips. She got on her comedy era and she rose to the top on her freaking own. Paige and Hannah every week, sure, they gossip, right? They make fun of men, they make fun of everything, but they're not going after people. Even they have all the tea on West and Amanda. You know what they said about it?
What?
Sierra's our real life friend, and best believe our group chats are popping off right now. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm here. Like you and I have done like a few call outs on, especially like brands, when we feel like your people are actually Duke's switching roles.
Switching to me. Come on, Bob.
When we feel like a brand is deceiving the general population, we do speak up. He doesn't like the microphone.
It's okay. Well, he can figure it out.
But other than that, like I feel like if we don't have anything nice to say, we try to leave it at the door, not because, oh my God, I would get views. If I could tell some of the stories in my life, we'd have more followers. That's for sure.
If we can talk about the times we've been wrong or the people who've been mean to us, like,
you know what? If you have a problem, go fight them in the street.
Seriously.
Let's go back to the 1990s.
Like you said, more people need to be punched. You guys can interpret that how you want.
Every time I think about that, I think about Hallie Kate innocently getting punched in the face in New York, and I don't mean it like that. I just mean like people speak so freely, and you would never say that to someone's face. And I think that on the internet right now, like the West and Amanda of it, like I guess that's the tea I kind of love because it's just like good old fashioned tea. The girls going at each other on social media, tarnishing 3 massive, massive social media brands. It's like, cut it out.
When you get involved in that type of drama, you start losing yourself. And I think you lose why you do this stuff in the first place. I mean, yes, a lot of it's for vanity. A lot of influencing is vanity.
Right.
Vanity. I know the best influencers have a bit of like being obsessed with themselves. And in some ways that's okay. In other ways, maybe not. But like literally get over yourself. There's so many more things important in this world and in this life, and go touch grass, climb a tree, and read a book. And like,
yeah, exactly. Touch grass.
Start us off with our segments.
Well, we're still in life updates.
Okay.
My dating life is going so poorly. I don't even want to talk about it. Actually, the last date I went on,
the last date she went on made her not want to date for a while.
I paused my Hinge. Jenna goes, how'd it go? I said, don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm just so beyond bored. And I don't know why. I feel like if anyone does deep work, I haven't missed therapy since 2017. Like, I think I'm just trying so hard because I'm like, hey, universe, if I'm trying, maybe you'll like throw me a good one. Instead, I'm just going to be like, you know what? Do your thing up there, God, universe, whatever you believe in, because I'm throwing in the towel. And you know what's funny? I paused my Hinge on like Monday, and on Tuesday morning, I woke up to a text from a man who lives in New York who I haven't talked to in forever. He was like, hello, I'm back from the dead. I'm like, good God.
You're like, thank you. Actually, some girl is saying she talks to Gus, God, universe, spirit, and source. And I kind of love that. Gus is up there helping us out. And if you're on the right side, if you're on our side, you will give us a man. Well, okay, I could talk about my dating life real quick.
God,
universe, spirit, and source.
Gus?
Gus. Like Guss.
Oh.
Like Gus. Like a man's name.
All right, Gus.
I mean, dating's not easy. If you guys are in the thick of dating right now,
you have to date to consider yourself dating.
I went on 2 dates with a guy recently. Yeah. Did it and successfully? No, but I still put myself out there, and he was a nice guy. He really was. And I am grateful that I did it, and I'm grateful that I continue to try in some ways to put myself out there. I met him organically. I'm not on the dating apps, and you can roll your eyes, but you've stopped yours. And I met him organically, and yeah, and you know what? We just haven't found our person yet, and that's okay.
I'm convinced he's getting out of divorce.
Jill's convinced hers is getting a divorce.
He's learning his lessons.
I'm convinced mine is just preparing for my future with him. He's getting his finances right, his life right. He's in the gym.
He's preparing to pay your taxes.
He's preparing to pay my taxes. No, I'm girl bossing to the moon. Finger taps.
Okay, the last thing in our life updates. Oh, wait, we hit everything. I will say that this week has been really stressful for me personally.
Yeah, same.
And I've found that the way that I cope, unfortunately, sweets.
Sweets. Oh, yeah. What did you get last night when you said you were going to Whole Foods while I was getting my spray tan? I was
texting a softball mom today about a lesson that I have, and she was like, but don't believe everything I say because I'm pretty sure I have dementia. I'm like, shh, I think I do too. What did I get? Oh, I got a 1 size serving pack of Unreal chocolate milk pretzels because I knew if I got the big size,
you would have eaten the whole thing.
I would have eaten the whole thing.
Yeah, they're really easy to do.
But then I was like, what if that's not enough for me in my time of need? So that's why I bought heavy whipping cream and strawberries so I could make my own whipped cream because, not spoiler alert, news alert, if you use whipped cream, they all have carrageenan in them, and that is one gut irritant that I know is going to send me straight to the loo. So I had to make my own whipped cream, but then the pretzels did it for me, and therefore I was good.
Good. Well, as a practitioner, let's get that lens on.
Yeah.
I don't really think
Put on your practitioner hat.
Yeah, I don't think that there's anything wrong with using a little sweets as a form of comfort. At the end of the day, we all have things that comfort us.
Yeah,
and
that's so
obviously there's healthier forms of comfort, such as going on a walk or like doing a meditation or doing any of that stuff. But let's be freaking real. There's nothing like having a sweet or a good bag of chips or something that just kind of takes the edge off.
Amazing.
You know what I mean?
I was trying to film because Duke was literally falling asleep as you were speaking.
And why I say that is I think people, like, I used to feel like maybe I needed something like that. Like, food is comfort, let's say it. Food's energy. Carbs are energy. Maybe sugar's energy. Like, maybe you just need a little bit more energy in you, and that's why your body was craving that. And that's okay. Because I think I used to feel very guilty about like when I would do something like that. And then I would go down a spiral. And I don't know, guys, somehow I've been able to like coach myself in that way to be like, listen, that's okay. My body needed energy. My body needed happiness. Like, I'm not doing it all the time, but I have just, it's almost like creating the space for you to just be like, okay, and what? And continue on with my life. So
can I say,
I love that you did that.
Thank you. Can I say that I recently followed this man named Sal, and he started at 725 pounds. He's currently right around the 500-pound threshold.
Wow.
He weighs in almost every day, and he's been really inspiring, honestly. Like, I've really enjoyed his journey. He holds himself so accountable, but he's actually kind of coached me through social media because he got down to 499, but then he binged and he got to 510, and now he's working his way back down. And it's interesting because obviously I don't relate to that, but also too, the way that he was just like forgiving himself and was like, I just have to keep pushing forward. Like, I was thinking about that because I feel like sometimes I get so down. I'll be like, why did I eat a whole bag of Unreal Reese's? And instead, I'm like thinking about that so much that I'm like upset. And then I feel like I'm actually craving more sweets. I'm just like, okay, like it is what it is, and we go. I don't know.
I have done we don't need to get into it, but I absolutely dealt with an eating disorder at a point in my life. And again, I say somehow because something guided me through this, and I don't know what it wasn't a therapist. It wasn't anybody else. It was honestly just myself. Of just giving myself more grace. And I kind of feel like that's a little cringy to say, but if you can find a way deep down to just like forgive yourself and to not be so harsh on yourself. I think some of us are so harsh. I used to be so harsh on myself, and I would spend hours beating myself up about something so trivial and silly, whether that was food or something I said or whatever. And I think what helps me the most is just being like, whatever, who cares? Move along, keep going. You did that because you needed to do that at the time. Yeah. It always comes back to our favorite quote of whatever happened, happened, and it couldn't have happened any other way because it didn't. Amen. And you kind of just have to say it happened and move, keep going.
I love that.
It's like the bounce back rate. How quickly can you bounce back from a situation or a thing or a thought?
You're very inspiring today.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. We are trying on our next segment. And what I mean by trying on is I'm not sure that these segments are going to stick, but for our solos, I want people to have some things to look forward to week. So are you ready?
Yes.
Our next segment is...
drum roll, please.
Our health hot takes. Like, no one's really sharing all of the health news that's going on week to week. And I thought it would be so fun to talk about things that maybe not everyone's privy to. And I have 2 health hot takes for this week. It's the idea of like talking a little bit about tea, but not in a negative. No, well, it is negative. Not
it's
in
hot
like,
takes.
Not in a Alex versus Alex way. My first hot take is Miss Pepsi Cola. You are an American soda. Why on earth do you have a fiber soda that you just released to the market? Not only that, so obviously Olipop has 9 grams of 6 or 9, depending on shelf stabilized or not. They have done so much research at Olipop to have a good blend. It's third-party tested. I'm sure Pepsi's is too, but it's like there's actual doctors involved in making sure that they're supplying good types of fiber to you, right? We had the Olipop founder on, shout out to us, but Pepsi has 3 grams of fiber. and it's soluble corn fiber. And then they're like, only 5 grams of sugar. One, the people who drink Pepsi don't give a flying you-know-what about 5 grams of sugar. They want Pepsi.
Pepsi has never been known as a healthy soda brand.
Right.
Pepsi is your all-American, go to a movie theater, get your Pepsi, have it on a cold summer's day if you want your fix of a crisp, delicious soda, if that's your thing.
Right.
We have never equated Pepsi and health ever.
It's like,
so why are they just trying to follow a fad? Because they want to...
Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I love Amy's ice cream. If Amy said, we're rolling out a fiber ice cream, I'd be like, Amy's.
Stay in their lane.
I don't eat you for the health benefits.
Exactly.
I love you because your strawberry ice cream with hot fudge does things to me that nothing else does.
Exactly. And that's when I come and I sit here and I say,
enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Stop trying to make a thing out of a thing.
And you know what, Pepsi? Go read a book and climb a tree.
Go read a book, climb a tree, and let me tell you right now, stay in your lane. Continue to add 35 grams of sugar in your sodas, in one serving of your soda. We don't need you over here in the fiber space. No one's looking to drink a fiber-friendly Pepsi soda. And especially soluble corn fiber. Wahoo! Who approved this?
I know.
Did a PhD approve that message? Is that really going to move the needle in our health?
No, it's not.
Or should we just stick to be drinking Olipop and Poppy and move on with our days?
Thank you. Now,
it's insane.
I will say that Dunkin' Donuts did something very similar.
Oh yeah, we talked about this though, didn't we, on the pod?
Did we?
You said something and I can't remember what you said.
Well, the other one that they did in January was they added protein milk to the menu. And I have to say, a Dunkin' Donuts protein milk iced latte would give me diarrhea.
So, talk about sending you to the loo. Like, we would have to make a stop before we even got home.
No one.
I think they're doing too much. And it's interesting because obviously Pepsi bought Olipop, right? Or who did Pepsi buy? Pepsi bought, I think, Poppy, right? Whoever. Pepsi understands that health forward drinks and foods are the new move, but why create it yourself? Like, really?
Well, I think my whole thing, PepsiCo acquired Poppy. My whole thing is that, do you guys actually care, or are you just seeing that health sodas are trendy and you're trying to make a buck? I just think that I personally appreciate a brand who sticks to their mission. Coca-Cola, if you're listening, don't do this.
Like, literally don't.
Because guess what? I don't want your soluble corn fiber. That's not even the type of fiber we want to get.
Right.
I'm not even that smart in health, I know that.
We are being pranked. I think that's what it comes down to, is they're actually pulling a prank on us.
They're targeting people who are trying to be healthy but think they can get away, and I just don't like it. It feels villain behavior.
It does, and it's also not providing them, like you said, with what they actually should be having. It's this gimmick. It's like making people think that they're being healthy when they're not, and that's sad to me. You raised such a good point.
Thank you. All right. Health Hot Takes needs to move on. We're going to keep our next segment for next time.
Or do we want to talk about the skinny epidemic at Coachella?
Oh, you loved this with Miss Lyle Lawson.
Yeah, so we know a girl named Lyle in Austin, lovely queen.
Instagram and TikTok, like fashion girly.
Yes. She basically said her take on TikTok was that it felt like it was the skinny Olympics at Coachella. Everyone was in a bikini top and low-rise pants.
And a lot of girls that formerly maybe wouldn't have worn that outfit or couldn't have pulled off that outfit.
Anyone can pull off the outfit.
Right. But like it was meant like to show off the
Exactly.
skinniness.
It was like this braggadocious thing, it felt like. Because to me, listen, you're not coming to me for the utmost fashion advice, and I understand that. I like fashion. That's not my number one thing. But what I will say is that I just looked at those outfits, as did Lyle. She was saying what a lot of us were thinking is like, what is a bikini and pants? Like, since when was that fashion forward? I don't know. And I think the problem is becoming, obviously, Ozempic is such a big thing right now. We never talk about it when you are in a skinnier body and like that's what you've only known. We're talking about the curvy girls who aren't supposed to be that skinny.
Who are doing crazy things to their body to be skinny.
Exactly.
The Brooks Nader of it all.
Exactly.
A girl who had a gorgeous body who then took a lot of GLP-1s and starved herself to fit the modeling world. Like that type of
and it's just, it's not fashion. And that's what I think Lyle was saying was like, this is this battle of who can look the skinniest, the fittest, the hottest. And we look at Coachella, like the people who don't go, and we say, let's see the outfits. Show me what you guys got. You're an influencer being paid by brands to be there. You are getting clothes sent to you. You have stylists if necessary. Like, I mean, even Kylie Jenner was in I think she was wearing like a vintage Gucci or something bra and pants. It was like, that's obviously what the thing was this year, but give us something good.
Yeah.
And not just like body tea.
Isn't that a song?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm with you on that.
Thank you.
So with you on that. What did she call it? Coachella? No, Ozempic Olympics is what she called it.
At Bieberchella. I still haven't watched the whole thing. I want to sit and actually watch his whole performance.
I wish you well on that experience.
Thank you. I love him.
I know you do. Okay.
Always have.
The last segment of the day is a working title.
Okay.
What?
Practitioners.
Oh, I was going to do practitioner's perch.
We have a segment that Jill wants to add in, which is going to be like practitioner preaching.
It's where Jenna gives us health advice because she always gives me, sometimes unsolicited, but very good health advice, and I want to share it with you guys.
Yeah, and I just feel like, especially working at the clinic that I work at, I learn so much and I take so much insight that I want to continue to share with you guys. I've been making more TikToks about them, but I think it would be fun for you guys to just get a quick little health snippet on, obviously this podcast is at its core health and wellness based.
Agreed. But we're going to save that one for next time. And we're going to finish today with, it's a working title. I was just going to say like the things we're obsessed with. Jenna doesn't like that though.
I like maybe like things I won't shut up about.
Things I won't shut up about. Cool.
Things we won't shut up about.
Yappers, something. Like if you guys have an idea for the segment, it's basically the things we're obsessed with that we just feel like we need to talk more about. And it can really be anything that you can be obsessed about, right? So I was thinking we could do one, then I do one, you do one, back and forth, because we don't know each other's. So we don't even know if we're going to have like similar topics.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
My first one, Emma Grede. Obsessed with Emma Grede.
Really?
So she was the co-founder with Skims and also Good American. I just bought her audiobook because I'm a big reader. As you know, Kendall's my girl, but her accent's too good. I'm like, I'm listening to Emma Grede. Emma Grede is like, if you want to be successful, you're going to have to grind. You have to have ambition. You're going to have to make sacrifices. And I'm like, please, like inject that into my veins. It's so fun to see a woman who has incredible style, who's had a ton of success, 4 kids, hot husband. She has it all, but she's like, there's a lot I'm not doing. I'm not doing the dishes. I don't see my kids 8 hours a day. Like she is giving the blueprint of what the real life looks like to be successful. So stay tuned. I'm going to listen to her book, but cannot get enough of her. And she was on Kristen Cavallari's podcast, which I love Kristen. So I'm very excited to listen to that. You're going away, and so all we'll be doing is listening.
Well, you also are going to step in this weekend, so you don't have all the time in the world. But
so true.
I'm going to Charleston this weekend, guys, from one of my best friend's weddings.
Woo.
I actually leave tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. So
anyway,
not excited for that, but
what's your obsession number 1?
Well, I'm obsessed currently with Dermot Kennedy's album. Obsessed. Have listened to it every single time I put my headphones in or drive in the car.
Fun fact, Jenna and I went to his concert in Washington, D.C. 1 week before the world shut down for the pandemic, and it was a life-changing experience.
To this day, probably, and we've been to a lot of concerts, one of the best ones I've ever been to, or like the most memorable, if you will.
If the girlies haven't listened to Dermot, what are your top 2 songs from this album?
From this album? Well, that's what I was looking at right now. I love Often Lately and Honest.
And I'm Sycamore and Funeral.
Yeah. And I also love Turnstile, Refuge.
Okay.
I love all of them. Yeah. Basically, I'm obsessed with his album. I'll listen to all of them. I feel like, so we were obsessed with one of the first album that he put out, which was that tour, I think 5 years ago, or maybe there was a couple things before that. But if you are a Dermot fan, you know he had really good music at the beginning. And I have to be honest, I feel like he kind of lost his flow for a little while. But this album,
he's back.
Feels like he's back, and it's like the album that we love.
Yeah.
And therefore, I'm happy.
I do feel like he is, Dermot Kennedy is like the Irish pop version of Noah Kahan. And we're like, why are we single?
And then I was gonna go say I, like you weren't expecting. I can't wait to see your reaction. You were like, oh, I'm actually losing it. Okay, we have literal tears.
All right, so anyway.
But what was I gonna even say there?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my obsession. Moving on.
My next obsession is Claude. It is so much better than ChatGPT. I think especially for anyone who is in the content world, I feel like it just gives so much more documentation. I think it gives way better advice. I think that it's more plugged in to today's world. And I've set up a lot of systems for myself and Jenna with Claude. And I have subscriptions to both Claude and ChatGPT, and I just think Claude right now is better, and ultimately they're always going to be at war, so at some point Chat will probably be better again, but right now I'm a Claude girly. And the one thing I have to say is, like, if you're not using AI, find a way. It's here to stay. It's not going away, and you're going to end up being like your grandma not knowing how to work Facebook if you don't start to understand just classic, easy, like learning models at a very high level. But don't worry, we'll have someone on the podcast to talk more about that.
My next obsession is K18 dry shampoo.
Such a good one.
It's in my hair right now.
There's nothing like it.
There's literally nothing like it. And the craziest thing is when we had the girls on from the owners of VitaClean in our episode that's going to be coming soon, she said it too. I asked her hair routine, and she was like, K18 dry shampoo. And I was like, what are the odds you say that when that's literally in my list of obsessions for this week's episode? There has not been a greater dry shampoo I have found that gives my hair volume, makes it look like I washed it the night before.
I've never loved a dry shampoo the way I love K18s.
I have to be honest, guys. I washed my hair yesterday. I am going to keep it for tomorrow night rehearsal dinner that I'm going to through my flight to the rehearsal dinner because I don't have that much time, and it will be fueled by K18 dry shampoo. So there's that.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
How many more do you have left?
1.
Okay. Then I'm going to say 2 that are like really small.
Okay.
And then, because I have 5. Saying no. It took me to be 30 years old to feel comfortable saying no. And now I'm saying no all over the place. No, I don't want to go. No, I don't have capacity for that. No, that's not interesting to me. No. I am someone who has overcommitted myself my entire life. And it feels so good to start saying no. So I'm obsessed with saying no.
Okay.
I'm also obsessed with eating less protein. I was eating too much protein. I was trying so hard to hit these crazy protein goals, and I did not need to be eating as much. I've been eating less, and I feel better. I feel more energized. I actually think I was putting my body through a lot of work to digest as much protein as I was trying to digest. At one point, I was trying to get 150 grams, and that was silly of me. And now I'm getting 100 to 120, and I feel more than fine.
And we're still building muscle. I've kind of gave that up a long time ago.
Oh.
If you guys want us to talk about that more, we can. We've literally had big time scientists come on the podcast and tell everyone that you're eating too much protein and not
I
enough.
didn't listen.
And not enough fiber, and Jill still didn't listen. And it kind of opened my eyes to like, oh, maybe I don't need as much as everyone says I do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do need protein to build muscle, but we're not like trying to build muscle at this insane rate that like bodybuilders are. And I just don't think we should compare ourselves to those like really intense muscle people.
Amen. What's your last
Well,
obsession?
I kind of have two.
Oh.
One is on that topic because I kind of just thought about it, but it is my obsession. I'm in such an amazing gym routine right now, and it's just making me feel so good. I don't think enough people talk about the emotional and spiritual experience that you have when you start to lift weights in the gym. I have never felt more confident, more like myself, more happy with myself than I do building muscle in the gym.
Yeah, I love that.
Than I have becoming a weightlifter. Nothing else has improved my confidence more. And I feel like, yes, you get the body changes, but the best thing that's happened to me is becoming more in touch with my body, more confident in my body, more confident in myself. I love feeling and being strong.
I love that.
And then the last thing is funny because it's kind of like you were like, yours is saying no. Mine is pouring more into yourself and your hobbies and your business. I think building a business has given us such great joy, like struggle, but also joy, like actually building something for ourselves. I think we're in the era and in the world of you need to start building more things for yourself or having I'm not trying to scare. I don't think like everything's going to take everyone's jobs, but I think there's something to say about building your own thing and how that like maybe when you're down or sad or, you know, maybe you don't have a husband or a boyfriend and you want one, building something yourself can be that.
Yeah.
It can be what you can pour into. They say the more you pour into yourself, the more you attract and kind of vibe and can become more magnetic energetically. And I feel like pouring so much into the business now, I couldn't have said that 2 or 3 years ago, to be honest. But now I feel like I'm in this space where I'm really proud of what I'm building, what we're building. And it feels good to pour into that, as well as maybe it's a hobby, not as starting her pottery classes tonight.
Oh yeah.
I need to wish her good luck. But not a joint pottery, like whatever it is that you're intrigued about, pour into it. I've become more obsessed with those things, and I feel like my mental health has improved. I feel like leaning more into a depressive state is because we lack drive and ambition and interest in things. And so I feel that I've been able to detach myself from that lackluster feeling and less social media scrolling when I'm diving more into my interests.
I love that. I hate that I have one more because yours is such a good note to end on.
Just share.
Tubing mascara.
Listen. Give it to
so
us.
So easy to get off at night. I doubted people for so long. It is so incredibly easy to get my mascara off every night. And I feel like it makes my lashes so much longer than they were looking a few weeks ago, remember?
Yes. Interesting. They
Tubing
are.
mascara. We'll link it.
Okay. Well, wow.
That was so fun.
That was so much fun.
I had a really good time.
Well, thank you. I had a really, really good time with you. Oh, wait. Is that a song?
I've never heard it before.
Never mind. I don't know why I just said that. Duke needs to go.
We love you guys. Thank you for supporting us on this journey. Like, I know that sounds silly, but I'm being very serious.
Yeah, there are some of you that we know that have been with us for a very long time, and we are beyond
And you bullied
grateful.
us when we tried to quit.
And you bullied us when we tried to quit, and I'm so glad you did, because look at us now. We, as like Jill said, we have, I feel like I'm always like, we have such big plans, but we really do. We bought an effing podcast studio.
Yeah, least, but sure.
But exactly. But yeah, we will see you guys next week with our next episode. All right. Bye. Love ya.
Bye.